Stadium for day one of 2 of the high school state football championships. Yes, the season that began back in August reaches its pinnacle. The championships all today and tomorrow here on Tom Osborne Field. You know, to this point, Aurora has been tested throughout the year. The Huskies are also unbeaten, 12-0, and tonight in the Class B final, Aurora would face a fellow undefeated team in Elkhorn South. This perhaps the most anticipated of the 6 finals. Kyle Peterson playing in the championship game as the head coach in his first year leading the Huskies. After a 4th down conversion for Aurora, Preston Deburn gets loose. Very next play, 26-yard touchdown run for Deburn, caps a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Huskies would take the lead. Then it's the Aurora defense stepping up. Hunter Holiday with the interception. Aurora allows just 34 yards in the first half alone. Then it's more from Deburn. Elkhorn South got Deburn. This one off the left-hand sideline. He's gone. 68-yard touchdown run. One of 3 rushing TDs for Deburn, all in the first half. Aurora scores 21 unanswered. But Elkhorn South, big score right before the break. Braden Wright finds Brayton Healy, 43-yard strike. It's 21-13 at intermission. We move to the third quarter where the Storm take over. Derek Vanderlinden with the reception from Moses Bryant over the middle. That gives Elkhorn South its first lead since the first quarter. Fourth quarter now, Aurora down by 4, needing a score. That's not what they had in mind. Grant Fox sack, big loss. Aurora's offense struggled late. Elkhorn South put the game out of reach with a few minutes left. This is Braden Wright, 28-yard scramble. Elkhorn South wins it 32-21. Aurora, a fine season. It was undefeated prior to tonight, but the Huskies come up as the runner-up in Class B.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined by Aurora head coach Kyle Peterson. Coach, you guys were up at halftime. They scored 19 unanswered. What was the difference in the second half?
You know, we had a couple. You hate to say that injuries play a role in things like this, but we're not a very deep football team, and we've lost a lot of kids here down the stretch. And to lose Gavin, it kind of put a hurt on some of the formations we could run. We had to move a tight end into tackle, and that kind of limited us a little bit offensively. And you know, we had some 4th down opportunities we just weren't able to convert on. There were plays out there to be made, and Elkhorn South made them on 4th down. You got to congratulate them for that. Obviously not the ending you wanted, but it's your first year as the head guy taking over for Coach Hubert. What was this season like for you, and what's going to be your big takeaway? You know, once the season's over, you can reflect on that a little bit. And at this point, obviously, I'm real proud of the kids for how they battled. They played through a lot of adversity this season, and I'm real proud of them for that. And we got a great group of kids coming back. That's exciting for us too. All right, Coach, thanks a lot. Congrats on a great season. Thank you very much. Kevin, back to you.
That's 10-11's Drew Wyatt talking to Coach Peterson. There are a lot of long faces on the Aurora sideline following this ballgame. The Huskies certainly believe they could win the Class B championship, but fall 11 points short tonight. Now, earlier in the day, there were a pair of 8-man championships played here at Tom Osborne Field. In Class D1, BDS was back at Memorial Stadium for the 2nd consecutive year, and the Eagles were seeking redemption after losing in 2014. 10-11's Ryan Mix has the highlights of BDS versus Burwell in the Class D1 championship.
BDS is back at Memorial Stadium for the 2nd straight year, while Burwell is making their first ever appearance in the state finals. The Eagles get off to a great start. Riley Tegmeyer shakes a defender, gets to the edge, and goes 32 yards to the house. BDS takes an 8-0 lead. In the third quarter, BDS now up 28-8, but Tegmeyer, BDS's senior leader, has to be taken out of the game dealing with cramps. Burwell takes advantage. Victory Sykes throws a beautiful pass. If you're going to throw a dime, it's pretty fitting number 10 catches it. That's Devin Watts for the 30-yard score. Longhorns trail 28-14. In the fourth, BDS comes right back with Cale Kleinschmidt up the gut. 10-yard touchdown run makes it 36-14 Eagles. Burwell won't go away. First, it's Sykes to Ty Chaffin. 47 yards to the house. That makes it 36-22. Under 5 minutes to go now. It's Sykes to Tyler Gideon. Giddy up, Longhorns. 11-yard touchdown run makes it 36-30. BDS, in true form of a championship team, drives right down the field and gets the exclamation point from Kleinschmidt on the keep from 3 yards out. The Eagles win 44-30, claiming the Class D1 championship after falling in the state title last year.
We wanted to come out and we didn't want to get pushed around again. We didn't want to lose again. Terrible feeling. This is 100 times better feeling.
After getting absolutely thumped last year, our mission's been to come back here and taking the W again. mission accomplished.
You know, when you win the last one, it's just a feeling, a high that won't go away. You know, we talk to these kids for the rest of their lives.
We've been a band of brothers all year. We've had each other's backs. And, you know, you saw that again today.
Last year at this time, the feeling for BDS was embarrassment as the Eagles lost to Hemingford 52-8 in the state championship game. This year, it's all joy for the Eagles as BDS takes home its first state championship in school history. Reporting at Memorial Stadium, Ryan Mix, 1011 Sports.
Class D2 Championship, Humphrey St. Francis versus CWC. That's Chambers Wheelers Central. Second half, CWC up and adding to it. Nicholas Harbachek, 1-yard touchdown run. The Renegades, love the nickname, up 20-6. Go to the fourth quarter now. St. Francis down by 6. Fourth down, Damian Baumgart with time. Carson Wiedner in the end zone. That ties the ball game up 20-20. St. Francis goes for the lead with a 2-point conversion. Baumgart rolling out to the end zone. Evan Clausen with the 2-point reception. That's the winner. Humphrey St. Francis wins it with the 2-point conversion. Love it. 22-20. Fourth state title in Flyers history. Here are tomorrow's games at Memorial Stadium. Class C1 is up first. That's Norfolk Catholic versus Columbus Scotus. In the afternoon, Aquinas makes its 5th consecutive finals appearance. The Monarchs face 11-1 Oakland Craig. The Class A game, Millard North versus Millard West. Those two teams met in the regular season where the Wildcats won by 35 points. It's been an exciting day of high school football here. The final day of the prep football season is tomorrow. Game number 1, which is that Class C1 championship game, starts at 10:45. Coming up on Sports Overtime after this, it's Iowa week for the Huskers, and the players' comments today indicate that, well, maybe this is a rivalry after all. A report from today's press conference is coming up next when Sports Overtime returns. Hold on. Tripod. In the press conference room. Okay, in-you notes are gone. How long was Mix's package? 4.5 minutes? Oh, okay. Okay. So I don't have a rundown in front of me, Brett. Oh, shoot. Yes. Yes. So I'm going to go open, intro, Kruger pack, in-you notes is gone. That's gone. We'll wipe to women's hoops. I will note volleyball, and we'll just get out. Like, yeah, so kill volleyball intro, volleyball shot. Welcome back to Sports Overtime. You know, once these high school football championships are done, the field returns. The field will be turned back over to the Huskers. Welcome back live to Memorial Stadium. Once the high school football championships are over, the field gets turned back over to Nebraska. The Huskers' huge game on Friday against undefeated Iowa. As 1011's Adam Kruger reports, this is the biggest game between the border schools since Nebraska joined the Big Ten.
The Huskers have at least one more game this season.
Whether or not Nebraska will have one more after that is up to them.
For some guys, this may be their last game, so I know they're going to give it their all. We're not guaranteed until a bowl game unless we win.
NU heads into the regular season finale against Iowa with a chance to seal a bowl berth. With 5 wins already, the Big Red does have a chance at the postseason even with a loss to the Hawks. However, a victory on Black Friday would guarantee an 8th straight regular season of a 500 record or better.
It would be big for our team and our team going forward.
Oh, that'd be great. I mean, if we could go out there, win, get into a bowl game, one more game with this group of guys, that'd be something I'd really look forward to.
Friday's game also has huge national implications. Iowa is just one of 2 remaining unbeaten teams in the country. So a Nebraska win would not only send the Huskers bowling, it would also likely knock the Hawkeyes out of contention for the college football playoff.
It's Iowa, that's all the motivation we need.
It's a huge game for us. The state looks forward to it. All the players look forward to it. It's kind of one of those games you kind of can't wait to get to.
Besides guaranteeing bowl eligibility, a win over Iowa would give Nebraska 2 victories over a top 10 team in the regular season for the first time since 1995.
How sweet would it be to, knock off 2 undefeated teams, go out that way. There's no better way to go out.
It's big. I mean, anytime we have an opportunity to play against a, highly ranked, high-level opponent, that is something that's something that's special.
A special moment for Nebraska, while at the same time possibly playing spoiler to the Hawkeyes. Covering the Huskers at Memorial Stadium, Adam Kruger, 1011 Sports.
Nebraska women's basketball back in action tonight against Southern University. Jess Shepard, the Big Ten Freshman of the Week for the 2nd straight week. And if you haven't heard, she's good. Shepard off the feed from Natalie Romeo. Jess went the whole first quarter without missing a field goal. Here's more from the fantastic freshman. Off the feed from Maddie Simon. Jess, 22 points to lead the Huskers. Then Kendall Clark. Yeah, everything was going in for Nebraska tonight. The Huskers win by 51 points. They'll play at UConn, the perennial power. That game is on the road on Saturday. The Nebraska volleyball team moves up to number 5 in the AVCA rankings. They're back in action at home Wednesday. Then they play Penn State on Saturday. Guys, we'll send it back to you in the studio. Look forward to more high school football championships tomorrow here from Memorial Stadium.